Hey guys, welcome to Complete Auto TV. I am super pumped for this episode because we are going to do the first wash of the car, and for me personally, that is like so satisfying. Like waiting all this time just like with this filthy, nasty car to finally wash it. It's gonna be fun. So before we wash it, we have to do that back end. We have to finish that up. The part that we kind of cut off last episode. Then we'll wash, then we'll sand, and it's awesome. We'll get ready for paint, and then hopefully next episode we will have paint. I'm not sure where we're gonna get the paint. We still need to figure out the color. I have two definitely in mind. Between the two, we have a dark gray and a darker red, I don't know. I'll try to show you guys the colors at the end of the video, so you guys can vote. I want to know what you guys think. But yeah, let's get to it. Alright, first things first, we're going to sand this down and then put high filler primer over that, sand that down, high filler primer over that, and possibly more Bondo. And same thing on the other side. And you might be wondering why I'm wearing these ridiculous looking gloves. It's because it's like 8 degrees right now. It looks like it's so sunny. It looks really nice, but no, 8 degrees. Colorado's weird that way. Okay, guys, after hours and hours of vigorous thinking and centuries of sitting inside warming up because it's so cold, I decided that I'm gonna move everything into the garage. But the deal is, the reason I was going to try to do it out here is because the lighting is so much nicer out here. But I'll try to set up some lights in there so you guys can see what's happening. Yeah, that way I can actually work instead of sitting inside trying to warm up. Alright guys, it's a new day. I got Josh here. It's been a while since he's been on the show. And my dad's over there. He might help us a little bit. But we've got our Bondo definitely dry. It's pretty solid. So what I'm going to do first, I'm not actually going to shave all this down. I'm just going to shave this down so that we can put the bumper back on, make it look beautiful. And then we'll worry about that later. And then we'll jump in the back and we'll do some suspension investigation. Alright guys, so big bummer and change of plans. When we were in there, we decided that there was too much water dripping off the car, so we pulled it out here and we were going to let it dry off and then pull it back in. But when we did that, we were sweeping up the garage and we noticed some green fluids on the ground. So we did some more investigation and we discovered that the radiator is indeed leaking. There's some green fluid coming out and our level here is really low, so it's just been leaking slowly. So yeah, it sucks, but what we're gonna do is you guys have seen me do this before, but we're gonna undo this hose, undo that hose down there, take off these fans, slide this out and pull it out, and then we're gonna dry it out and we're gonna JB weld it again. And if that doesn't work, then we're gonna have to buy a new radiator. But we're gonna try JB welding it first. Yeah, so we're gonna take this out, let it dry, and then while it's drying, we're gonna go back there, and we're gonna do or no, it's actually back there, but we're gonna do the same investigation suspension that we were going to before. Okay guys, so we got the radiator out and all of our antifreeze is down there in that pan thingy. So it's over there on the porch on a piece of cardboard so it doesn't get wet, drying out in the sun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to push the car into the garage so that we can start working on suspension. All right, we got. Sorry, I should have used your warning.
What? It's okay. I was just sending a text. Keep going.
Yeah, so we got the camera in here. We're gonna close the garage door, I think, and turn on that heater. Get nice and toasty in here, and then we're gonna jump in the back and do some suspension. Guys, so we were in here taking apart things, and we found that this, it's kind of hard to see, but right under here, wow, sorry, you really can't see that black plate that's sitting on top of the strut tower. Stupid seatbelt. It's well, it's wiggly basically. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull off the wheel, and we're gonna look up underneath and see if there's something that needs to be screwed in, so that we can get rid of that rattly noise.
You proud.
Grab something for lunch on the way back?
Did you get me?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I can cut that out.
It's okay.
So we pulled off that other side. So this wiggly part here, we thought that might have been a side effect of something else loose. Oh, I can't see anything up under there. But it's not. We checked. Everything here is tight. It's really dirty from the snow right now, but everything's tight. Everything's nothing's wiggly. So we think. Oh, and also we checked over there, and that one's wiggly too, as well. So we think it's just one of those things that comes with having an old car. Oh, and we're gonna throw that wheel back on.
Because you need 4 wheels to drive.
Yeah. So we got that back wheel on, and now we're gonna go inside and work on our radiator, try to JB weld it up. I think it's dry enough now. Alright guys, so it's a new day. I started putting the radiator in. I just forgot to film this, but I just slipped this in and put the clamps on down there, right there. So now I'm gonna put the fans back in and then I'm gonna let it run, fill it back up with coolant, and check for leaks. Alright, I think we're about ready to go. I put antifreeze over there and I went, well here, sorry, I got a bunch of junk that I gotta get past. I gotta put the lid back on too. But I went above the full line. The full line is right there. Because I figured the radiator's drained, this whole system is drained, and down there is drained. So have a little bit more to kind of fill the system. Yeah, so now I'm gonna start it up. Oh, but I need the key, so I'll start it up in just a second. Alright, we're here inside the car, and my dog is going ballistic. Don't know why. But I started it up and moved it over here into the driveway so that we could see if it was leaking anything. But it's just, well, this is nothing. Another thing we want to work on. The like my headlights are on, or one side is. This one is actually out. I need to replace it. But the lights inside the dashboard are also messed up. It's pretty hard to see because it's not lit up, but I'm at about 2,000 RPMs. Somebody's closing the garage door on me. Anyway, so that's just the cold start. I think I just don't start it up enough for it to be really warm, and my clock is so off. It's like 6 o'clock right now. Yeah, so now I'm gonna get out. Look around. It's still really cold, so I don't think there would be very much pressure for the cooling system, but I'm gonna check. And now there's a bunch of like little dots of things from previous times, not necessarily this time. So it should be, if it was leaking, it would be coming from right about here. So I think it's okay. I don't see any fresh spots. Yeah. So I think we're okay. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit more and I'll update you guys once it's at running temperature. Hey guys. So, before I start, and before I explain to you why I'm sitting in this car at night, I will announce that the radiator held. There is no leaks. It got all the way up to running temperature, and then after it got to running temperature, I revved it up a lot, or quite a bit, not like excessively. It's probably to 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. Yeah, so I think we're good. I think we've fixed the problem. But this thing does have a record of springing leaks already, so you never know. Here, let me turn this around real quick. I don't think I can. Oh, never mind. There's no flash when you turn it around. I was gonna try to talk to you guys, but it's not gonna work. Here, wait, hold on. There we go. Oh, that's still not very good. Okay, well, it was worth a try. So, yeah, so our radiator is good, or at the moment it is good. It might spring a leak again, or it might last the whole life of the car. I'm not sure. So, yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. And I'm in here because this is kind of my quiet place, and I kind of like coming here when I just need to think about stuff. I kind of got a strange attachment to this car. I don't know. It feels like a piece of art to me, or like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I think any other car guy would understand, but yeah. So that's why I'm here. And then I just realized I hadn't told you guys about the lack of leak. Hey guys, so it's the next day, and I apologize. I know this episode has been kind of all over the place. I don't really know what I'm going to title it. with the radiator stuff that came up and the suspension stuff that didn't really need to happen. Yeah. And also, this episode has just been super spread out over the week, so I apologize. I know it's not like consistent. But I did realize I forgot to put that back bumper on last time I said I was going to, and then something came up with the radiator, and I had to focus on that. But I will. I pulled it in there, so it's just laying there on its side, and I'll throw that on. And then, I don't know what else then. I'll think of it while I'm working, I suppose, and let you guys know. So we got this bumper on, nice and solid. So there are supposed to be 4 clips here, and I don't know. Oh, they went back here. This is them 4. They're all broken. Yes, because when I took this off for the first time, I wasn't sure how to take them off, so I just broke them all. Yeah, so it's pretty sturdy without them, even. So I might not even need them at all. But if I decide I need them, I can go to like Advanced Auto Parts or some automotive store and get them really easily. So it's not a big deal. I will have to get, this is off, well, not really off topic. I will have to get some clips for the blinkers. Here, let me open up the hood and I'll show you. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. These clips right in here. I accidentally broke one of them and then I lost the other. So it's pretty important. It makes the, without it, the blinker is pretty wiggly. So yeah, that is important. I need to get those. Yeah. And I forgot to tell you guys, I accidentally, no, actually, well, yeah, accidentally. When I was actually pulling this hood off of the car, focus, stupid camera. Okay, when I was pulling this hood off of the car at the junkyard, I actually, let's see if I can get to it to show you guys. That clip, or this, not the clip, the washer fluid, like nozzle, that's what it's called. It broke off, and so this hose is just hanging down. So I do have a working nozzle, but it's on the old hood, which is way back in the back there. And I haven't taken it off of that yet, so I just need to swap them, and then we'll be all good. And we have no, well, this just reminded me, so we have no lights on the dashboard on, except for washer fluid, which is ridiculous and stupid. So I'm pretty proud of that. Anyway, next so I was thinking about what to do next, and I decided. So I made these stencils for Complete Auto TV's logo that you guys haven't seen yet. You have now, or you will see it when it's all. I'm gonna paint it on the back corner of the car. I might not even keep it. I might just paint over it later, but it'll still be cool. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So, I was going to do the spark plug part of the logo, and then the auto TV, and then the complete over the top, like in layers. But the first layer was a complete fail. It just dripped down like crazy. I didn't realize I'd put so much on, but I guess I accidentally put too much on. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to wait till it dries and then sand it off and try again. But that'll have to be another day. So that's what I'm going to call it an episode. Yeah. Thanks for watching.